For this showcase, I will be talking about the Venti combo rather than just a single character, as for only these two, they have provided amazing results together, reducing healer slot, having good mob clear and energy recharge, and as a bonus, is very good in the overworld with the other two slots being very flexible in the team comp. This is done with suboptimal weapons and gear, and the energy recharge is insane, even on floor 11 which drains your energy. This team relies around ult spamming and ability spamming, so you don't entirely need a main DPS if you don't want to. It entirely depends on how you want to play. I prefer just to have an entire team of supports and spam on my abilities. I do struggle in killing single target mobs because of this, but it's not too bad. Just a quick heads up. As you can see here, when Jhin uses her E, it knockbacks enemies at far distance, making me have to chase after them and lose damage. However, if I use Venti ulti and then use Jhin elemental skill, it cancels the knockback and allows you to keep the APSing. I will be showcasing my artifacts, weapons, constellations and talents, and as you will see, they are suboptimal and rolled very badly. I'll discuss what builds I would recommend if you're luckier than me, or have those items available. For both of these characters, run Attack Hourglass, Animal Damage Goblet, and Crit Rate or Crit Damage Circlet depending on your stats, with crit rate to crit damage being a 1:2 ratio. For the substats, try to get crit rate or crit damage, and then any other stat that isn't defense or HP. For some weapon recommendations on Jhin, the Black Sword is a great sword for her as its secondary stat crit rate and the passive dealing additional damage and healing for auto attacking. The Flute is also nice for Jhin, but it is harder to get better crit stats due to its attack secondary stat. Festering Desire is amazing, although you don't need much energy recharge, it's very good for consistency and makes E deal a ton of damage. Travel Blade is also nice due to its 5-star stats and passive helping your autos when your abilities are on CD. For artifacts, the reason I use 2-piece Gladiator and 2-piece Animo is because Venti is already using a 4-piece Animo set, making it redundant, and it helps Jhin does more damage. Replacing the 2-piece Gladiator with Noblesse is also fun, as well for more ulti damage. For weapons, Venti can use the Stringless as it's a good option due to its passive, as Venti doesn't rely on auto attacks and his abilities are most of his damage. Skyward Harp is great because it's a 5-star weapon and just does a lot of damage overall with its passive. Iridescent isn't too bad, as its passive doesn't feel good on Venti due to his ulti, but for battle pass weapons and its stats it's also fine as well. For artifacts, running 4-piece Animo is the only option here, as Venti will always be proccing Spell with his ulti, and constantly decreasing elemental resistance. There is no replacing this artifact. The Geneva Venti team comp is very flexible and has a lot of what a team wants: damage, utility, CC, healing and a cleanse. This is also why I suggest to not include peer healers like Barbara and Chi-Chi in this comp, as you can put anything else in place of them. I will be showcasing some clips where I'll talk about some team comps. Keep in mind this is done with very suboptimal gear and weapons, and you should achieve much more damage than what I'm showing. These are only some characters I recommend. Honestly, you could put anyone here, but here are some suggestions if you don't have any ideas. Bennett is Bennett. I don't think I need to say anything more. He just provides such a huge damage buff to the team and it's very easy to use, as well as being a noblesse bot. Chong Yun is another great support, but with his C2 specifically, as it reduces elemental skills and burst, making him great for this team. Dongli also works well for this team, as his ulti allows you to CC heavier units such as Ruin Guards, which Venti is unable to do, making it much more consistent to CC enemies. These are just some units I tested with this team comp, but honestly, I think anything works. That is all for this showcase, and I will end it here with a few clips.